Welcome to New Day Cleveland. I'm David Moss.
And I'm Natalie Herbick.
And we are in Strongsville at the corner of Route 82 and Pearl Road, some people call it Route 42, at Architectural Justice Gallery and Cafe. And what do you think?
At one of the most beautiful places I have ever seen. You can get so much inspiration in this place for your home, and then you can eat lunch while you're doing it, and you can buy things. I mean, it's a dream come true.
What's great about this too, we did a show at Architectural Justice where they have all the marble and the metal shop and all that great stuff. And I was inspired to go out there after coming to this place, because this is one of those places you see stuff and man, you just want to have it or learn how you can put it in your own home.
Never seen anything like this. When you really talk about having so many wonderful things under one roof, I mean, this epitomizes the idea of that.
So here it is. The slogan is shop, dine, and be inspired. So I thought maybe you could go dine.
Because that's what I do best.
And I'll go shop and be inspired with James Justice.
That sounds good.
Let's get it going. So everybody asks me, why do they call it Architectural Justice? That's because James Justice runs the place, and it's really about more than architecture, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, when we built the building, we tried to blend a lot of different architectural features into it.
You know, you talk about the building. We're on the corner, I was saying before, on the corner of Route 82 and Pearl Road. That's Route 42, right under the big water tower. There used to be a little old gas station here, right?
Right, yep.
And then you put this thing here, and you just didn't stop with a great looking exterior. You went crazy on the inside here. So tell me a little bit about the feeling people get when they walk through the door and what they see.
Yeah, when you first walk in, you walk through a revolving door that we built in our shop, and it has a granite top in it that's lit. And then you see, when you walk in, a granite wall that's lit, and there's 30 tons of stone in the building. So.
You know, he's saying all these different things about all the things you see, and I think I've been here 3 or 4 times, and I just came here again today. I love the place. Talk about being inspired. And you keep seeing things that you missed, because it's just like an overload of beauty here, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of exotic pieces that we've imported.
I know also we talk about, you know, it's all about shop, dine, be inspired. And the shopping part's easy, because you come here, you might be thinking about redoing a room, or maybe just putting a little piece of something in a room, right?
Right. Yeah, we built a lot of the things in our Medina shops that you see here, that we showcase here for sale.
Yeah, so you go to the Medina shop and you see this there's a giant field of all kinds of different stone out there, granite, marble, and all that kind of stuff. And after the workmen get done with that in the workshop, a lot of that appears here then, right?
Yeah, right. Also our sawmill and a lot of the live edge.
Yeah. There's a table in front of the front window here that is just amazing. It looks like the stump of a gigantic tree.
Yeah.
How do you get something like that? And how does
that
somebody
one
make something?
We imported that. That came from Thailand, a piece of acacia. Yeah, it's an amazing piece.
Yeah, what would somebody do with something like that?
Turned into a bar be, or a type of sofa table on a long wall.
Yeah, that looked great on a long wall. You could even put it'd be crazy to put a TV over it, but it looked pretty good over it.
Oh, it would. Yeah.
Anything would look good there. Yeah. As you make the left-hand turn into the cafe, it is a whole different look and feel. There are a lot of great windows, and I can't help but notice the glass. It looks like Italian glass in the chandeliers.
Yeah, the blue glass, we imported those. Those are hand-blown glass, all the chandeliers.
And everywhere you look, too, the attention to detail. So what's it like being inside your head? I mean, you know, it's like you got the ability to make all this stuff, but you devise it from weird little things you find. Like, what are some of the examples of little dopey stuff you find and turn it into great stuff?
Yeah, as we're around and about, we just pick up items, and we have so many great artisans in Medina that, you know, the sky's the limit. We really can build or do just about anything.
Yeah, I'd like it just, I mean, like I said, it takes 3 or 4 times to see something, but every doorway you look at here, there's something about the trim or the pillars about the doorway. Do all these things have stories where they came from?
Yeah, the trim that we put in is all cast iron elements. You rarely see cast iron put into the trim, especially on the interior, but it really made some nice detail.
Talk about architectural specific points. How about the pillars when you first walk in with the Greek or Roman scroll at the top?
Yeah, we mixed a lot of architectures here. We went into Baroque, Art Deco. It was kind of nice. We actually built this project for ourselves, so we got to throw a little bit of everything in here.
What's really interesting about this for me is when I visited here, I saw all this great stuff, and you keep telling me how you made it all. And then I said, well, where or how? And that's how I ended up at your place in Medina, where this actually all comes together, sort of like magic.
Yeah, we have all the shops, the metal shop, wood shop, granite shop, all there on site.
So we're going to spend the whole hour walking around this beautiful place, and I guess there's a place to eat here too, right?
Oh yeah.
So where do you think we're going to find Natalie?
Eating.
There you go.
as you already know, there are so many aspects of this business that make it unique. But of course, I have the tough assignment of really digging into the food. And I know, Terry, the cafe is something that is so spectacular. People come in here, you can do brunch all day, right?
Right, brunch, lunch. We have about 5 brunch items. We have paninis, flatbreads, salads, a little variety of everything. We make everything from scratch in-house. And it's just a beautiful thing we have going here.
Well, Chef Terry here is really, he's the mastermind behind a lot of these great foods that you will come and you will explore and you will love when you're here. And today, what are we making?
Today we're going to do our strata. So
Okay.
it's a vegetable strata. We try to gear towards people who have dietary issues, dairy, vegan, vegetarian, gluten. So we do all that for everybody. So we like to put stuff on the menu that gives people options to go outside the box a little bit if they're not used to doing that with those types of things. Okay,
Okay.
so today we're going to do our vegetable strata.
Put the gloves on, I'm ready to go.
You always got to have the gloves on. So basically what we have here is we have our basil, roasted red peppers, spinach. We get our bread through Orlando, heavy cream, mozzarella, Asiago, and then our egg. And then we have salt and pepper to go in it too.
This already looks good and we haven't even started yet.
So what I'm going to have you do, and I'm going to
Okay.
show you this real quick, is we're going to take the basil, which this is kind of fun. So you take the basil, and you take it and you take
Am
the
I pulling
pieces
out
off.
some?
You can go ahead, follow along, and
Okay.
we'll go there. So you take your biggest leaf,
Okay,
then you start layering leaves inside.
of your biggest leaf,
Yep.
all right. There we go.
Once you have those all in there, like so, you just roll it really tight, okay? And then you'll just cut the end off so you have no stems on there. And then we're gonna do a chiffonade. So you can do chiffonades different ways. You can do a bigger chiffonade, a fine chiffonade. We're just gonna go through and you're just gonna be just go like this. Just keep your fingers back
Yeah.
and go from there.
I don't
So-
have the
so here.
rocking pattern. Is that better? No.
Yeah, no, you're doing good. So you wanna go, instead of having your knife here, you wanna drive through.
Oh, drive
okay?
through that way. Okay.
Yeah. And then if you hold your knife, so this is
I
where
almost
the
got
knife
gloves.
is. So if you go up top more on your knife here, where you hold, you get more stability up here instead of holding it from. A lot of people think you have to hold it from the handle. You don't. You have to hold it from up here. So those are there for a reason. So you can get
Okay.
you can get more leverage
Well,
there.
mine doesn't look
And that
as good as yours,
and that looks-
but-
that's fine. That's
Okay.
beautiful. Okay.
Like it's
So
better.
we'll have that. So I'm going to have you work on doing the basil. Put that all in the pile there, and you can go and do that. I'm going to start on the bread because the bread is the first thing that
I'm
we
doing
have to
more,
get
'cause
in
we
the
need
pan.
to get all this basil in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll take the bread, I'm gonna start slicing the bread.
All right.
And then I'm gonna cube it. So this is just a regular Italian bread that we get for our panini sandwiches. We utilize it to do the strata. And then you're just gonna cube it into like a medium-sized cube. And then we're gonna transfer the bread to the pan as we go.
All right. What do you think? Do you think I could come back and help you cook in the kitchen?
Well, what you should do is you should come back and do a cooking class.
Oh, David's going to talk about those.
Right. So they start out there, and then we'll move on from there, and then you can come here part time.
Start with the class,
Yeah,
Natalie.
yeah. We'll get you in part time after that, doing some stuff. Okay.
Basil's done.
Okay. Basil's
I
done.
think.
So what we'll do? Take the basil, sprinkle basil on top, so it evenly distributes all over. Now we're going to move on to the peppers.
All right.
Okay. So peppers. Take a pepper.
Okay.
I'll give you a pepper.
Thank you.
All right. So if you take your knife, just cut down the side, so you have like flaps out like that. Okay. Makes it easier to cut.
Gotcha.
Take your pepper. Just start going through. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to be doing just like a medium dice to go in there. So just turn it after that and just go through.
Still
Okay,
don't have
just
one.
like that. Listen, it took me a long time to get to this point in cutting, okay? A lot of people have the fear of what?
Cutting off a
themselves.
finger.
Right, cutting themselves. So obviously you're gonna be afraid at first if you're not used to it. And you're working with like extra sharp knives too.
Yeah, don't remind me.
We don't mess around with knives. We make sure they're sharp. So what you get is you get like this beautiful, like, it's almost like a bread pudding, but it's a savory bread pudding.
So the next step would be the spinach.
Spinach, then we add in the mozzarella cheese, the Asiago cheese. We do the cream, egg, and milk mixture, and then a little salt, pepper in that. And then we just pour it on top, let it soak in, and then we wrap it, and then we finish it off in the oven, and it cooks about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes in the oven.
So here's the deal then. It comes out and it really looks like a piece of architecture. It's a stunning work of art.
Yeah, we take a lot of pride in what we do here. Everything is from scratch, like I said. This is one of our mainstays. This is actually presented with the truffle hollandaise on top. And
truffle hollandaise, not just hollandaise,
Right.
truffle hollandaise.
right, and then we have the spring mix in the middle with our house vinaigrette on it, and we top it off with microgreens.
Oh, and then
that's your
I just want to quickly mention, because you brought out another dish that you make here often.
Right.
And it also has hollandaise on it. What is that one?
So this is the Cleveland Benedict. This is our version of a Benedict that's different. We have a local bagel that we get. We do a artichoke Parmesan cream cheese. We put that on there and then we bake it to caramelize the cheese on top of the bagel. And then we add our sous vide egg on top, the chopped tomatoes, microgreens, and then in the middle we have our truffle Yukon Gold potatoes that are roasted, Parmesan cheese on top.
While you were discussing that, I was falling in love over here. This is delicious. So it's the vegetable strata.
Right.
I would order this in a heartbeat, time and time again on the menu. Amazing.
Thank you.
If the rest of your food tastes like this, I'm gonna be living here from now on.
Rest assured, everything we have here is delicious.
I'm going after this next. And hey, when we come back, you know, I like to think I'm good in the kitchen, but if you really want to get some culinary skills, David is putting us all to the test.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. It's our special road trip. We're in Strongsville at Architectural Justice Gallery and Cafe, and we've seen some great, beautiful things here, James. I know there's some good food here, but I guess somebody told me you can learn how to cook here also.
Right.
So how does that work?
We have culinary classes here, and we bring in 16 people, and it's more of a social and learning. So we break into 4 groups. Each group makes a part of the meal, and then everybody sits down, and we do a toast, and everybody eats together.
So
it's
how
really
does,
nice.
So how do you set this up? Like you come in here, you want to buy this for yourself or for another person. You buy it for 4, you buy it for 2. When does it happen? What time of day and that sort of thing?
Yeah, you can just go online and buy any number of tickets that you would like, up to 16, or you could take the whole class and we can tailor the class just for you. And also we do events, we do baby showers, wedding showers, things like that here also.
Yeah, so this is a great room for a cooking school, but it's also a great room to have a little entertaining, and you throw a party in here too.
Yeah, right.
It sort of knocks me out the way the table goes up and down.
Yeah.
So who figured that out, and how does that work?
Yeah, we made the table raise on the end so they turn into workstations during the cooking class, and then after that's over, we drop it down, everybody sits down.
Whose
and
idea was
eats.
that?
We have some designers at our place, a lot of different people that input.
Be inspired, that's what they say. I love the big counter where the teacher or where the chef works. I mean, tell me a little bit about this section here up here. What do you do with this?
Yeah, this is a wolf range. We sell Sub-Zero Wolf, and he cooks at the wolf range, and he also teaches some knife skills, things like that, and everybody learns quite a bit.
Yeah, so like what kind of things can people learn how to make here? What kind of classes have you had so far?
Our most popular is Italian class, Taste of Italy. That one we do probably every other week. And then we teach some baking classes here, and we try to pick a country and do a theme.
So can somebody come to you and say, look, I'd like to learn how to make, say, Hungarian goulash. You know, it's got noodles or spätzle and all that kind of stuff. Would the chef, the teacher, put that all together?
Oh yeah, we could do that. If we knew ahead of time, we could design a class around your event.
So it'd be a great way to throw a party.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes people are a little shy about saying they want to go to cooking school or something like that. So maybe it's nice to inspire somebody. How about gift giving for that? How does that work?
Oh yeah, if you go online, we have some gifts, and we're also offering some promotions right now on our gift cards. And a lot of people do that. They buy gift cards for that, you know, for their kids or whatever to come in here.
Yeah,
for
it
class.
was fun to walk around here too, because you see so many little things, like cool little knick-knack kind of things. And I noticed some of those items are like part of some promotions, like you buy this, you get this free, or gift cards, that kind of things for this time of year.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're giving coasters away right now, and $10 for every $100 gift card that you buy.
Tell me a little bit about some of the materials in this room, because it's, you know, we talk about being inspired, so we're going to learn how to cook a little bit. But you see things in here that you might want to do yourself, like these different tops. Like what's this material?
Yeah,
here?
this is marble here. Then we put marble up on the wall and book matched it above the sink, the farmhouse sink there. Then the table is also Italian marble. And then the brackets, shelf brackets, we built in our metal shop.
So that's the great thing about this. You see this stuff, and you actually have it made for your own home, because back in Medina, at Architectural Justice, you know, you just dream it up, get inspired, and you can put it together.
Yeah, right.
But you can't put together some of the appliances, right?
Right.
So let's go on a little trip and we'll go check that out.
All right.
Now we're going to have some real fun because I'm getting excited about this. James Justice, I was at a place in Medina where I went in the slab yard. I saw all the cabinetry. I saw all these great ideas you had. But I saw some holes in there. I was like, we're missing appliances, so how do we do that?
Well, we carry Sub-Zero Wolf, and then also they have a lot of different pieces, steam oven.
So where do you go for that stuff?
Trevaro's where we go. That's
Trevaro's.
that's a distributor. That's their master showroom.
So that's over in Parma then.
Yeah, right.
So, okay, so you have a client, you got an idea, you got things going on. How complicated is that, or what does it take to get the right appliances to fit into the right situation? How do you match appliances to the people in the need?
Yeah, with the kitchen, usually that's a good place to start is the appliances. So we'll take them over to Trevaro, walk everybody through, show them all the appliances, and then we design the kitchen to fit all of those pieces.
So before you even start picking out all the other stuff, you start off with what you're going to have to fit in.
Right, right.
Right. So how many different choices are there? Like we go over there, and how do you know how they're going to look in your house?
Oh yeah, a lot of choices. And we built part of the showroom over there, so we have a lot of displays that the appliances are in the kitchens and they're working, so you get to see everything about them.
You know, I'll go to somebody's house and I'll see their kitchen, and you know, it's like, wow, what a great idea! How did you ever come up with this idea? And if somebody's, you know, they want to redo something and they want something totally different, but they don't even know what they want, how would you start with them, and how does that work?
Yeah, we would take them there, show them appliances. If it was a kitchen remodel, then go back to our Medina place and show them the cabinets, like the cabinets here, all of our custom cabinets that we built there. And then out there, we have a lot of different types of cabinets. We have a rustic, we have an industrial, and a modern, so they can see all the different styles.
So if you want something that looks like a commercial kitchen, so you'd set that up a whole lot different. It's all based on what the appliances look like.
Yeah, right, right.
I saw some great stuff in here too. Talk about little touches. Like I saw your big wine rack up there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's something that you make for them.
Yeah, we plasma cut that and put that in.
So, and also, how about like plumbing fixtures and that sort of thing? Where would we go to get those?
That would be our Medina place. But also out at Trevaro, we've built a lot of motorized pieces. We have a lift that pulls out of the countertop that shows off small appliances, a martini bar that lifts out. So there's a lot of really unique features out there.
So when people want to redo a room or kitchen like that, they got all these big ideas. How difficult is it to make their big ideas fit in their space for you guys when you start picking out appliances and that sort of thing?
Well, we have a computer-generated design, so they can come out, we put their dimensions in, and we can do an actual walkthrough showing them what that looks like.
I think I saw your wife doing that one time.
Oh yeah, she's good at it.
Yeah, we were back in Medina doing that, and she was walking somebody through the whole thing, and it looked like she had the whole layout there, so people sort of know what they're going to get before they get there.
Right. Yeah, we can put the colors in, the countertops, the actual pieces, the actual appliances.
So here we are. Right now we're in Strong's, right at the corner of Route 82 and Pro Road. That's Route 42, and it's Architectural Justice Gallery and Cafe. And you can come here and you can get some of these great ideas, be inspired, and go over to Trevaro, we'll pick out some appliances, and we'll get this thing going.
All right.
I love it.
Thanks.
Hey, a whole lot more coming up right after the break.
We go through a local company called Rising Star Coffee for our coffee and our espresso. This is one of the mochas here.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. So I'm not done with Terry yet. In fact, you're going to be seeing him more throughout the show. It's because you're just so talented,
Oh,
Terry.
thank you so much.
But so are these amazing baristas that you have working here. And we're kind of in the thick of things right when you walk into Architectural Justice. So we thought we'd stop at the counter here and talk about the coffee and tea, because I know people come in often for that.
Right. Yeah, so what we do is we go through a local company called Rising Star Coffee for our coffee and our espresso. This is one of the mochas here. We use our Harzler milk and all this. So this is the Harzler chocolate milk in the latte for their mocha latte. And then we do this beautiful artwork on top. All the baristas do their different techniques.
said that as she drank one, the froth stayed on the top the entire time.
Right.
So I don't know what you guys are doing, but there's something really spectacular about it.
We're not going to tell you what we do.
Right.
We're going to
Something
keep that a little
needs to be kept a
secret.
secret.
Yeah, right.
I ordered tea because I love tea, and I just think the setup, even the way you deliver the tea to the tables, it's
Very
beautiful.
unique, right? And people love it. They come in and they see this coming to the table and they're just blown away by it. They're not expecting that at all. They get this little cute little leaf coming out the top and they're just wondering what it is, and and they take it apart and it's fantastic. I love these little trays. It's just like being in France, basically. You're getting that.
And I know that you probably get a lot of people who maybe are European
Mm-hmm.
who walk in here and feel like they're at home almost.
We get a lot of regular customers that are European. They come in here a lot. They love the atmosphere. It makes them feel like they're back at home in many cases. They always compliment how beautiful it is here. So yeah, we're very lucky to have that.
It is a gem. It's a hidden gem. I mean, you are right on Pro Road here in Strongsville, but I feel like sometimes people hear the name and they don't necessarily associate it with this beautiful cafe too.
Right. They don't. They come in and they're not knowing what to expect, which is nice. It's almost like a huge surprise. It's like coming out of bed at Christmas time and you're ready to open your Christmas gifts and you come in and you're like, oh, I want that, I want this, I want that. So it's nice to be able to have that, and people come back for the same thing every time, it seems like.
I can only imagine. I hard at work back here. Thank you for everything. She's making cappuccinos now too. I had to mention the pastries.
We have a lot of different things going on here. So we have these beautiful house-made, homemade pastries. So we have our pumpkin cookie for the seasonal. We try to do a lot of seasonal stuff. Snickerdoodle, brownies, lemon bars. We have the macarons. We do 3 or 4 different styles of macarons. And then in the end, we have this is more of a gluten-free cookie down here. This one is a lemon lavender, and the other one's a strawberry hibiscus cookie. And they're amazing. They're like a sugar cookie, but they just have this beautiful flavor and texture to them. And it's just for somebody who has dietary issues or they're gluten-free. So we try to go through everything to make sure everybody has
Every
what they
customer
need.
has exactly what they want. You will not leave disappointed. I'm telling you, this place is spectacular. And I think that if you come for breakfast or if you come for lunch and in the evenings on the weekends, you will be blown away. Mark my words. You can come find me personally and say, Natalie, you were wrong. I'm telling you, you won't, because this is absolutely a hidden gem right here in the heart of Strongsville. I love this place.
We aim to please. That's what we do.
I told you, I'm not done with him yet. So we'll see more of Terry in just a bit. We're going to take a short break, and we have more from the beautiful architectural justice when we come back.
When people talk about a live edge on some of these things you make, what does live edge mean?
Live edge is the actual edge of the tree where the bark was. We can either leave the bark on or peel the bark off, but leave the contoured edge is what the live edge means.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. We're at Architectural Justice Gallery and Cafe in Strongsville with James Justice. We're in a whole new world up here, aren't we, upstairs?
Yep.
This is fantastic. So, gift giving. We've been talking about appliances and kitchens and all kinds of beautiful things, marble walls and such. But I see a bunch of items here that might be good for people who want to buy a little gift for that special someone who appreciates fine things. So what do you have to offer?
We have a lot of local artisans we buy things from, and also we make some of this and also import from all over the world.
Number one, I find it pretty strange because you seem to like to make everything. So if you're not making it, it has to be pretty good if you're buying it.
If we can make it, we will.
Yeah, you will. Well, a good example of that is, check this out right here. We've got these beautiful candles, and it must be some kind of perfumes there. And it's on a piece of stone. Where did that piece of stone come from? The granite?
Yeah, the granite. Whenever we find unique pieces, we'll save them to the side. Then we'll cut cheese trays and things like that with the tables.
I remember when we were out in the slab yard, they would pick a slab up in the air and they were transparent. You could see through them. And you told me sometimes those break.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when it breaks, we save those pieces.
Yeah, so it shows up like this. You were particularly fond of that little bale of paper over there that you say you sell a lot of those.
Yeah, that's a coffee table piece. It has a saying for every day of the month. Just some really good sayings. It's a nice gift.
So you pull out one every day or one every week or something like that?
Right.
Shop at Architectural Justice, dine at Architectural Justice. So what's going on with jewelry? Yeah, you didn't seem like a jewelry guy to me, but now we're into jewelry.
We buy some from a local artist, Oceana Cleveland. She does a great job, so we sell a lot of her jewelry.
Didn't I see you take some jewelry in Medina and like a lady's belt, and you took that lady's belt and you turned it into a different kind, like wall jewelry.
Yeah, we make cast stone tile trim strips with that.
Yeah, really turned out nice. So we have some more. Did you go all the way to Rome or Greece for the torso, or what?
No, we just imported that. Yeah.
Another piece of broken marble or granite turns into something special over there underneath the Christmas trees. What's that?
Yeah, most of our high-end marbles, we save the pieces and we'll make the cheese trays out of those, so you can have a great piece of Italian marble or something like that.
You were telling me a great story about that Italian marble, that color kind of thing. What makes that so valuable, and why can't you get it?
Yeah, the Calcutta marble, that's what we built our display cases down in the cafe with. You can't get Calcutta the right colors anymore because over in Dubai they're buying all the stone that they can get their hands on. So it's very hard to get, so it's a favor.
So in Dubai, that's the hot item.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you come up here, you pick up a little piece of this architectural justice, and you have a story to go along with your cheese tray. And I'm surprised that Natalie hasn't been up here to get the little sweater off the dog, because she's got a thing for the dogs and with dog clothes. Yeah,
this is our first year. We're bringing a lot of pieces in for pets, so we have quite a few items for pets.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thing, you come here, I mean, we got all this great furniture. We're going to talk more about custom furniture in a few minutes, but right now you got all these nice, great little, almost like accent pieces you can buy, give them as gifts, or take it home and gift to yourself to put them in your house.
Yeah, right.
I particularly like the Greyhound. That is a Greyhound, right? Or is that a Whippet?
That's a Greyhound.
Yeah. Not running so fast today, is it? I'll tell you what we're going to do, though. We're going to start running faster around here. We're going to show you some custom-made things, some really great ideas for gifts, and also for that special corner of your very own home. Well, we see so many things in architectural justice that the word custom to me is almost redundant, because so many things here are custom, but when it comes to furniture, there are some things you make that are custom, right?
Right, yeah, we make a lot of pieces. That was one of the main reasons we built this building, was to show off some of the things that our artisans could build.
I like to use the word show off, because you got a lot of stuff to show off. When we were at Architectural Justice in Medina, where you make a lot of this stuff, I saw that big giant pile of stumps and trees, and who knows what you do. You get the new special kiln out there.
Yeah.
And that plays a big part into these custom furniture pieces, doesn't it?
Yeah, our sawmill, we saw the live edge pieces there, and we turned into a lot of coffee tables, dining room tables, things like that.
Yeah, so I'm looking at a coffee table right now that I guess it takes some imagination to do it, but there's nothing really square about it. But there's a lot of beauty to it. How do you put that together? Who's the brains behind making a piece out of two pieces of scrap wood that somebody else would have burnt?
For pieces that we just build for the gallery, we a lot of times we'll let the artisans, we'll cut the piece of wood and let the shape of the piece of wood decide what the table's going to look like.
Yeah. So when people talk about a live edge on some of these things you make, what does live edge mean?
Live edge is the actual edge of the tree where the bark was. We can either leave the bark on or peel the bark off, but leave the contoured edge is what the live edge means.
So how does this whole custom thing come about? Do you dream up something and you make it and you hope somebody buys it? Or does somebody come to you with an idea and they have a dream and then you try to conceptualize it?
Yeah, a little bit of both. A lot of people will come in and we'll design it on computer for them, what they like, match colors for them, and then build the piece. And then also we'll build pieces that we just bring in, put on the floor and sell.
Yeah. You talked about the top of those, the live edge tables, the burl and all that kind of stuff. How do you guys figure out what kind of bases to make for stuff? I mean, some people are modern, some are like traditional. So how do you make all that stuff blend together?
A lot of times we're using metal. We have our metal shop there with our metalsmiths, and a lot of times also if it's on the floor, we'll let that artisan decide the table to fit that piece, and then we can put different finishes on that also.
It must be wild when you make something for someone, a custom piece, and they come and see it. They see the look on their face when they.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Great. A lot of times it's a focal piece in their house.
Yeah. I had an opportunity to see some stuff you're doing over at Medina Architectural Justice. That we're going to go into a really old building that's being redone into a restaurant.
Yeah.
Some panels and doors. What's?
Yeah, we're building the bar there, and then also some doors and a fireplace mantel, and trying to recreate what it could have looked like back in the day.
Yeah, just hanging out with you, I get the idea too. Somebody comes to you with a little idea, you turn it into a heck of a lot more than a little idea, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm crazy about those doors too, or panel size things you have with the different screenings on them. Where do you come up with the ideas for the patterns on those? Some look like maybe some shapes I've seen on bridges around town and things like that.
Yeah, a lot of it does come from architectural elements from around the city, things like that. We'll take pictures of it and then bring that back to our plasma cutter, and we can cut those panels on the metal.
So how's a plasma cutter work? It's
CNC controlled. We put the panel down and it'll follow a design we put in it and cut the metal perfectly to that shape.
So if you can dream it, he can see it, and then he can make it, and you'll have your dream. Thanks to Architectural Justice.
Thank you.
Thank you. A whole lot more right after the break.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. We are continuing to enjoy architectural justice, and the fun is really just beginning. I brought Terry back with me again, and we've brought Kayla also in to make some of the fun cocktails that you have on your menu here. So what is she going to be making today?
Okay, well, we have our signature cocktails here. We have the basil berry martini. On the rim is a crystallized basil. It's a little sweet to give you a little more oomph to the basil. Inside we have muddled strawberry, Tito's vodka, and we do a little bit of the crystallized basil in there, and then we add Prosecco to it. It's very refreshing, beautiful. It's also very festive colors here for the holidays coming up.
But again,
that's
no
the
matter
finished
what time
product.
of year, I love that I feel like I can be festive no
Well,
matter
in
what
the
time of year I
summer,
come in
right.
here.
And it's beautiful in the summer,
It's
too.
time to celebrate. That looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's one.
Yes, and then here we have our tiramisu, which is Godiva and also Kahlua. And then we add our frothed milk, our whole milk into it.
Wow.
And then we top that off with a little sprinkle of cocoa on top. And it looks like a tiramisu.
Beautiful. That
So you
looks
got the layers and
Again,
stuff.
the drinks, the food, everything is a presentation. It is
Art.
it is art. It's taking it up a notch, or maybe 5 notches, I would
Right,
say.
right,
Okay,
right.
and last but not least,
Okay,
over
so
here.
last we're doing, this is one of our holiday drinks we're introducing now. It's amaretto, creme de coco, and it also has a little bit of the Herzler eggnog in it.
Ooh,
And we shake that
great
over
eggnog,
ice.
too.
And then the rim is a nutmeg and cinnamon, has like a syrupy on it, little syrup on there to give a little stickiness. And then we pour that in there over ice and we're done.
So this would be a great place to come for happy hour, correct?
Absolutely.
So you get the full-blown menu. You have wine and beers also.
We have Prosecco, wine, beer. We do a lot of local beer companies, Great Lakes, Platform, Rheingeist. We also have a lot of varying bottles of wine. We do like just our signature drinks. We don't really do a lot of like rocks drinks and stuff like that. We just do our signature drinks, more or less. So, and that's a new craze right now is signature drinks at restaurants more than just an open bar or just whatever you can get. Signature drinks are taking off now.
And so this would be perfect time to come in, get a drink, and then you have some great pairings with it for happy hour too. I saw that flatbread up there.
Right. So that's our braised beef flatbread. We do the short rib in-house. We braise it. It's a 4.5 hour braise time. It has the Asiago. It also has Havarti cheese, sauteed mushrooms, caramelized onions, and it's topped with Parmesan cheese, truffle oil, and the arugula.
And then if you like a meat and cheese board,
Right.
you're
And
in luck.
That's one of our biggest sellers on Friday and Saturday night. It's a good shareable appetizer. So we have the sopressata. We also have this Black Forest prosciutto ham. We do our own jam. So this is a strawberry jam in there. We have the brie cheese. In the other one, it's like a creamed brie cheese. We do our pesto. And then we have our 2 types of cheese. We have a manchego. We also have Havarti. And then we do our own flatbread toast points for this.
So good. And then we mentioned the brunch, so you have the great options for the brunch. But if you're here for a while after happy hour, you might need some dessert as well. I would go for this in a heartbeat. This looks absolutely delicious.
So that's our flourless cake. So that's actually good for anybody who is gluten free. So it's really rich. It's delicious. It's almost like a fudge. And then we do our vanilla gelato on the side of that, and berries, and just our raspberry coulis.
And then would this be on? I know I would go for this as a dessert, but I'm guessing this is on your breakfast menu.
Breakfast menu. So
this
this
would
is
be dessert for me.
Yeah, it's a French Liege waffle. It's pearl sugar on it, and then when you toast it, it kind of gets that caramelization of the sugar all over the waffle. And then we do different presentations, center plate presentations. So this one is our traditional waffle. This has blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. And then this has our raspberry coulis on it also, and then we top it with we make our whipped cream in-house too.
Well, Kayla did such a wonderful job with the drinks. And I know you probably both don't normally do this, so you can tell the bosses that I made you. I say we cheers with the drinks.
Absolutely.
As we toss.
You take that one.
There you go.
Take this one.
Cheers,
All right,
guys.
cheers.
These look spectacular.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, that's delightful.
You're welcome to both of you.
Right? Isn't that? I tell you, that one's unbelievable.
That
right?
is delicious. There are so many great ways to enjoy this place, and David is about to show you how.
James, it looks like Natalie's having all the fun down there. She's got the cocktail going on, hanging out with some great folks. She's got a party there, but you got a bigger party planned for New Year's Eve, don't you?
Yeah, we have a ball drop we're doing, and we built the ball here.
So what do you think? You think this is like Times Square out here or something? Where'd you come up with this whole ball drop idea, and what's it entail?
Yeah, I think being on the square, we thought, wow, it'd be a neat idea to drop a ball off the corner of the building. So to tie in our granite shop, we decided to make it from stones from around the world. We have onyx and we have labradorite on it.
I noticed your ball has points on it. It's a little different kind of ball.
Yeah, we shaped it like a diamond.
Yeah.
It worked better with the stone.
And this is a benefit also, isn't it?
Yeah, we partner with Make-A-Wish, and the little girl's name's Adriana out of Medina, so we are going to grant her a wish.
So that's great. So this isn't a solicitation, but you've got this thing going on, and you're still looking for some more people to get involved with it, because this is the first time it's ever happened on the square here in Strongsville, and you're going to make it a big affair.
Yeah, we'd love to have some more sponsors, and we have a limited number of tickets for a small place, but we think it'll be a really, really neat event.
Yeah. So how does it start out? Do people show up here like at 11:30, or is there a party going on?
No, we're gonna have a little party beforehand. It starts at about 8 o'clock. We're roping off the parking lot. We have a special license for the parking lot. We'll have a tent, and it's going to be a big party.
Sounds like a great idea. And I noticed when I walked in here the first time, I thought like, wow, this would be the perfect place for people to have like bridal showers and that. So I know you do that already. We were talking about that. But how about with this great staircase? You could do some pretty hot weddings.
Yeah, we've had 2 weddings. We've had a lot of people get engaged here. We've had a lot of bridal showers. Also up here we have events. We have dinner and dancing, just a lot of different things.
So isn't it wild? So where'd you start off? Like you start off with countertops or cabinets or bathrooms or what?
I'm not sure anymore.
And then you end up with this giant gallery.
Yeah, right.
Gallery and cafe.
Yeah, it just seems to all be interconnected with the granite and just beautiful spaces, and to have parties in that.
Yeah, and this is going to be so nice for New Year's Eve. I mean, you're right under the water tower here, right on the square. You got a nice restaurant across the street, so this could turn into a really big annual event then for you.
Yeah, we're hoping to do it every year.
Yeah. So how are you going to get that thing up in the air, and how are you going to drop it? How's that work?
We already have a tower built on the roof that's going to stand up and gets the ball about 50 feet in the air, and then we'll have it timed so it takes about 60 seconds to drop.
So does your beautiful wife ever say, James, you're crazy, or what?
All the time, yeah.
Oh, that's terrific. I tell you, it's a wonderful place. When you get a chance to come out here, you'll see exactly what we're talking about. You're talking about shop, dine, and be inspired. You'll definitely be inspired, and we've got a whole lot more for you coming up right after the break. So the t-shirts there, it looks like he's got, what are those crazy blocks he's using to print those?
It's different architectural relics like old hinges, doorknobs, and then heat registers from houses in the turn of the century.
James, I'm having a good time now. In between the commercial breaks, the people don't realize it, but I've been shopping with you, learning about the floor here, learning about the pictures on the wall. Is that how everyone is when they come in here?
Oh yeah, everybody loves the floor here.
Yeah, the floor is great. We've got the stairs over here, all the great marble and such. So when you come in here and you're walking around looking at all this stuff, you want to buy everything, but you can't buy everything. You can buy something, right?
Yeah, down in Medina we have a lot of the products that you see here.
So you can just do it that way. So tell me a little bit about the gift card situation, because I saw a poster somewhere that said that if I buy $100 worth of stuff, what do I get?
Well, you can buy a $100 gift card, you get $10 additional gift card, and then also for a limited time we're making these Cleveland coasters from iconic architectural features in Cleveland.
So what are those made of? They look like stone.
They're travertine, yeah, they're real stone.
Yeah, about that thick.
Yeah.
So you get 4 of those in a pack, and you're not paying anything for that.
Right.
Yeah, I sort of like that. And you don't have to buy anything. You buy a $100 gift certificate, give that away, and you still get something.
Yeah, it was the favorite last year of all of our gifts was our gift card.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And people would buy stuff for themselves too, I'm sure.
Yeah, right.
So the t-shirts there, it looks like he's got, what are those crazy blocks he's using to print those?
It's different architectural relics like old hinges, doorknobs, and then registers, heat registers from houses in the turn of the century.
So those t-shirts are for sale, right?
Yeah.
But somebody told me you might be giving them away.
Yeah, we could give a shirt away versus the coasters with the gift cards.
I love it. You keep changing your mind all the time. It's great. So it's a $100 gift card, and then you get a $10 bonus.
$10 bonus, right.
And then you get either the t-shirt or the coasters.
Or the coasters, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So what other kind of big deals you have coming up?
We have granite sales going on in Medina all the time. Right now, we just got a load of new exotics in that are phenomenal.
We're talking about the type of marble that you can't get because they're buying it all in the Middle East, but somehow you keep getting all the exotic stuff. We're in the yard, and you look at stuff, you say, "Oh, I don't know if I could sell that because it's like you're like a collector."
Yeah, right.
You're a collector. So what's some of the more crazy stuff you've been getting in?
We have some more Lumex that you can light from the back. We have some that's called Italian copper. It looks like wood, but it's stone. A lot of leather finishes, a lot of very unique pieces.
Yeah, so you go out there, you go to Medina, you check all that stuff out, then you come back over here, and if you come back in the morning, the cafe's open. Like, what are the hours in the cafe?
9 to 3 every day except for Friday and Saturday. We're open till 9.
That's flatbread I saw down there, looked killer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a great chef here.
And I was surprised to know that you had a liquor license, so you guys have like martinis in the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And don't forget, we have the gift cards also for the cooking class. And what do they cost, and how does that work again?
You buy the gift card for 2, and you can go on our website, and it has all the details on that, where you can buy all the different gift cards or cooking classes, and it shows what the cooking classes are and what the availability of it.
So we've been hanging out here about an hour, and discovered so much. You talk about shop, dine, be inspired, and it's hard to remember all the different stuff. So if you go to the website, it's architecturaljustice.com.
Yes.
And get a whole bunch of information, and you'll be in great shape. You see James out here, he'll drive you wild. He'll show you things that you never dreamt of, and you certainly want to have. And don't forget too about New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is going to be a big party here, right?
Right, yeah.
Going to drop the ball.
Yeah.
It's a pointed ball on both ends. I'm going to catch up with Natalie. Thanks a lot.
Oh, thank you.
Well, we've come to the end of this wonderful episode, and I
Yes.
thought you might need this from your little,
Am I good?
yeah.
I had too much. The food is delicious. The drinks were even better. The mochas. Oh, you come here to get one of those. They might switch me from a tea drinker to a coffee drinker.
Well, when they tell you to come here to dine, you covered the whole spectrum, right?
Someone has to, right?
And I want to thank James and everybody here at the Architectural Justice Gallery and Cafe, because I had a most inspired time walking around and seeing all this great stuff that, I like to stick this in the corner of one room at my house, maybe take something out, put a revolving door in the back, who knows?
I found a table and a mirror that I already feel like I have to get. You couldn't plan a better place to come for an afternoon or an evening to really get your fix, enjoy a little bit of shopping, and have some great food.
Okay, so I guarantee you come out here to Architectural Justice Gallery and Cafe at the corner of Route 82 and 42, that's Pearl Road, right in downtown Strongsville, underneath the great big water tower, and you will be inspired and have a great time, right?
We can guarantee that, and I don't say that often, but we can guarantee it.
I'm David Moss.
I'm Natalie Hervick.
And we'll see you on the next.
New Day Cleveland.
So long.